going to tank up the turret first. It is Vulcan who will now walk out, use the heal. They're juggling the aggro, but they don't have enough damage for the kill. Blabber flashes away. Photon still
What is
alive.
this? Your microphone is unmuted but has no signal. Why does it have no signal?
Out of there, burns the flash. And Litz, misses the needle.
Okay.
Vulcan just dancing around him with the outplay, almost trades his life. Nobody goes down.
Oof, dangerous needles right there, but Sven's able to still get another plate, and that delays the recall from Photon even further. So that's going to be painful for the other side. Meanwhile, you had Thanatos backing off of that turret, and you see they're able to take a lot of turret plates on the bottom side for Dignitas. Only 1 and about a third of a turret plate left down there, so that rush for the first turret.
What is this queue?
Well, too.
Yeah, I mean, all things considered, I gotta give credit where it's due. Dignitas early game.
So Loki.
How far behind Tomo was. He just picks up his first item. Sven already had his completed there, but despite the fact that Sven got this big lead in the bot lane, Dignitas were able to fight at the grubs, absorb that play top, get a lot of play gold bot side.
Perfect.
Dignitas are actually getting back into this game when it felt like C9 were set up for almost a blowout through their bot lane strength.
Yeah, nice stuff there, and we're still threatening for the possibilities of these realm warp from mid lane to roam, but doesn't look like they're going to commit to it at the moment. One more mid wave first, and of course it is a mountain drake, so those things take a while to kill. It's not like you can surprise do one, so they
Sheldon, Sheldon with jungler.
Push on bottom side for Dignitas is going to allow them to do that.
So
finish off the ward in the tri-brush, so Alex is going to go finish that one there.
Blabber's nearby as well, has that first completed item in the Sundered Sky, but no cease and desist yet. It'll be up in about 10 seconds time. Dignitas currently a little pincered here. Nice double barb from Vulcan.
Loki's trying to walk over from mid lane here, but again, the Realm Warp allows Kaney a few more options for joining.
All right, they back off, so we're not going to fight over the dragon. Instead, Blabber is just going to start it up, leash it out, and Shaden looks like he's not actually interested in contesting this. Kaney, meanwhile, mid lane, took a shockwave to the face off camera and down to sliver of a health bar, but Loki doesn't quite have enough to really force out the kill. Yeah,
Cloud9 pressure though allows them free dragon. Dignitas calling it off as stay, and Shaden's going back to farm. So number 2 here, C9 continuing to stack that power. Talking of stacking as well, picking up the Yun-Tal for Sven, stacking away on that Sivir.
Very early Yun-Tal off of the early kill, plus just multiple waves shoved in. But I want to talk about something that Inspired actually mentioned yesterday when we interviewed FlyQuest. He was playing the Xin Zhao into the Vi matchup, and he was saying, you know, I felt like we could have fought for those early dragons. We just gave up one of those. He actually died on the approach.
Okay. Thank you. I love you. Let's get rid of that. A lot of Zed players in this elo.
If you're a jungler in this type of game, what's your thought process from Shaden's
I think it was just too dangerous for Dignitas there.
Like one memento on champion takedown. 18, 6 trinket haste for each collected in game mode.
Ultimate and an Orianna coming over.
Instead get 3 summoner
focus down that target really quickly. So I think that they just did not want to fight it. It's just too much pressure from mid lane and bottom lane coming over and kind of bleeding in to the setup for that dragon. So Cloud9, rightfully so, kind of flex it, and they just go for stacking their objectives here. Meanwhile, Dignitas' answer after Shaden continues to clear up to the top side.
Numbers up here.
Guy wants to play GP. All right.
So maybe they could have gone for a dive, but the wave was not ready for them.
Nice.
Meanwhile, Blabber's actually bot side here. Kaney flash just came off cooldown.
Yeah, the rise just takes still a bit longer, even though it was buffed up.
Okay, we're committing cease and desist. We're going all in on him. Kaney will have to try and flash to get out of this one, and he will. I like that from Blabber. Just force out the summoner spell. Meanwhile,
hey, close the door.
Execution might not need needlework, doing a lot of work for Photon. Gets back to safety. Thanatos almost found that solo kill.
Yeah. Meanwhile, they're just going to finish off the first tower. So there you go for Cloud9. First tower achieved. They just need 1 more objective or 2 more kills. But it's also like Rise still going with you know, the Rod of Ages, and Tears like take a little bit of time to really power up. Meanwhile, the Orianna with just the Ludens and the Sork shoes early on, that's a lot.
Oh, I'm getting attacked by my dog.
As far as taking down a single target, especially since you do have such good delivery systems for your Orianna Shockwave. Should make it easy for Loki to hit those. He's level 11 now, so it's rank 2 Shockwave, and Luden's Burst plus the magic penetration there does feel good, but Shaden is starting up this Riptail, and I think they should be able to finish it. Blabber's just going to continue farming. So
Loki has to catch his top wave, and because of that, they don't have that combo you were just talking about set up right now. That means a Herald picked up. Again, equalizing the neutral objective trade. C9 do have that earlier turret, though, so it could come down to also who gets the first 3 kills. One big scrap at an objective or a couple picks in the side lane can get you that feats of strength.
Yeah, full Mob the Malmortius upgraded too for Thanatos as well, so we saw the duels. They're getting pretty exciting between Photon and Thanatos, although neither has actually been able to kill the other yet, but it's been getting closer.
It is getting much closer. I thought maybe
if they pick a range,
it's gonna suck. I actually love that build from Thanatos because you're against double AP solo laner, so no matter who you're up against, you're gonna get value out of that.
Yeah, pretty often now too.
Fuck it then.
Solo laner is getting very, very popular. But Shaden is here as well, so you've got some AD threat. The Zin here joining.
I have to stop cussing.
We might actually see one of the top laners fall soon. Blabber, of course, is on Gromp, so a little bit too dangerous. And even though they have the control ward here in Tribrush, just gonna
Katarina. Okay.
their own side of the map.
Who's calling me?
Now in the mid lane, doing the classic, just shove waves back and forward between each other. Sivir will almost always get that priority first, just based on the kit. And then Tomo will answer it in kind here. Next Dragon's up in 45 seconds. That is where I'm going to put my attention to here, because C9 have been stacking those. This would put them on soul point very early in the game. We're not even 17 minutes. Is Kaney actually in some trouble here topside? Remember, doesn't have the flash from the earlier gank. Blabber setting himself up for the kill.
Very clean there from Blabber. Doesn't give him any time to react. Make sure he's going to get it with his flash. And there's not going to be any time for any reinforcements from Dignitas to arrive either.
No.
He just wanted to make that play as quickly as possible. So he invests his flash, assassinates Kaney, gets the solo tower gold for Loki. Cloud9 just kind of marching ahead here.
The tempo of this play is incredible because we get the kill. Blabber's going to be able to reset, get to the bot side. Loki gets the turret, can reset.
And he still has his ulti for the team fight because he used his flash to kill off Kaney. And saved his ulti.
I don't pop these two. I pop these.
And that means Orianna without the ultimate, but it will be up shortly. They still have enough damage with Pop Blossom with Embessa ulting in that they can threaten Dignitas. I really like that teleport from Loki and the rest of Cloud9. Create space so that Dignitas cannot collapse. Now they're continuing that space. Vulcan on the other side of the wall flashes into the Dragon pit, says, okay, let's reposition with the team. Dignitas at the Herald mid lane, but Dragon's already under half health. Big chunks onto Dignitas members. Flash away from Loki to avoid the engage. Isles can't make contact with anybody, but Shaden and Photon are into the pit. Public execution might just save Blabber. Long enough to get the Dragon. It's not. Shaden takes him down. Steals the Dragon away.
Is Dig gonna win?
C9 will pick up one kill on the Kaney on the top half and then clean up Shaden. But mission accomplished. Dig took the Dragon.
2 for 1.
Okay, so you get Dragon.
Well, you got a Dragon.
Cloud9 got an extra kill. And I guess there's not that much else to take on the map, so it's fairly close right there. I mean, a lot of flashes expended too. Of course, Photon and Shaden both using theirs inside the pit. But let's take a look at how it started out, because inside the pit, Photon just goes in here, puts off his W, starts popping his ult, and it's a 2v1 initially with Thanatos. Meanwhile, on the other side of the fight, Isles almost got completely bursted down there right at the beginning, but after Shaden goes in to join there, they do kill off Blabber, which allows for the secure of the Dragon. But there's only one way in. Since Zin invested.
No, please. Oh, this is really bad. This is really bad. If they don't kill him.
A little bit of money to Cloud9. But as you say, you know, kind of now that you don't have to worry about such an early timeline on the soul, maybe that will.
If he gets out, it's just over.
Taking Kaney off the map for a little bit, though, did feel good for C9. He's falling very far behind here now. Almost 30 CS behind Loki, plus 2 deaths.
Why is this a minion going for me? What?
C9 are up 2.5 thousand.
Karen did not die, so it's worth.
Play, C9 are still feeling very solid about where they are in this game.
Yeah, a lot of minions were cleaned up by Sven after that fight as well. So I believe he went over towards mid lane, and there was a big, like, couple waves pushing there. So The Sivir continues to eat.
And dogs are barking. Why are the dogs barking?
Item crit power spike here.
Hungriest champions in the game. Cho'Gath, Tahm Kench, Sivir, weirdly enough.
Okay,
Sure,
okay.
the stomach is,
Good, good.
Is actually quite large. Deceptively small model on the body.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, have you ever seen like those professional eating contests?
Yeah,
They're not always
Sometimes
like that
it's
large.
the small ones.
Sometimes the small ones you gotta watch out for. Yeah, yeah. All right, well, that's Sivir in a nutshell right there. 1-0-2 with Infinity Edge completed with the young tall arrows. So Sven is hitting the point where, like, at the moment you look at a wave, it's just deleted, and also in team fights, you're going to be doing a lot of spread out damage.
Bouncing crits are not the deadliest, because the main crit is
They
actually
do less
the
damage.
deadliest.
Yeah, I have read that.
but they are effective. So let's take a look at the Otacon setup here, because that one's getting pushed in. And of course, Photon and Thanatos both have their teleports. So they could join if the fight actually does start. And that ward in the Tri-Brush here on the Dignitas side is pretty deep for a possibility of a flank.
That would be Thanatos we're looking at for that one. He's catching the bot wave currently, but has an avenue in if Dignitas want to start this Otacon.
Momo going to push the wave, though, so they'll get some early priority on it. Looks like they have to have Kaney catch mid-wave for a little bit, but he can rotate over easily.
Vulcan throwing out the clone. Push back Momo and the rest of Dignitas. Otacon was aggroed, but not going to be committed by either team here. It's just the dance around the objective. You can never drop your vision there, because the moment you do, the enemy team can try and sneak it.
I hate how Otacon casts
yeah,
outside of range.
So
it just
rude.
stays out there. The most annoying objective for sure.
I mean, we even did like a 1v1 in Otacon fight bit between players yesterday. They didn't even fight in the pit, but Otacon was up there in top lane with them. Yeah.
Do you remember the days when the grubs were all tethered together? And so then you could get this thing where like one of the grubs would be so far away, because if another one was still within the patience, then the far away grub would not reset.
I
at the
never saw that.
At the very beginning, even in LTA game, we had a grub like all the way up at that top side
That is
tower.
beautiful. No, I missed out on those experiences, but I'm not missing out on this potential team fight. C9 starting up the Otacon here. It's always a magnet for teams to come in on. Isles jumps over the wall, just get a ward down, but can be cleared out here. Dignitas approaching Thanatos as well. He's TPing not to the forward ward, but instead going to be more of a front to back for C9. Remember, their combo, big damage from Loki onto Tomo. Pop Blossom, everybody focusing down the AD carry for C9. Meanwhile, they're losing their jungler. Blabber falls. Thanatos, public execution onto Kaney. At least picks up one, but Photon cleans him up. Shut down. Both junglers fall. C9 win the fight in the top lane. Dig win the fight in the river.
Yeah, Cloud9, they get the bigger advantage. They've got the extra member up here, but they're not going to go for the Otacon because they don't have a smite. And so it's still just going to be push out afterwards. We're going to have to return for a repeat fight. Dragon is also coming up on the other side of the map. So you have that little consolation prize available. Let's take another
Loki
look
plays
at it.
so well with Vulcan in tow. Like, look at them force the ult out of Tomo.
Yeah, Tomo immediately then snapped up by Vulcan and just deleted by Loki. So that won them the top side of the fight, and then the bottom side of the fight, Blabber actually went down really early, and so Thanatos ends up dropping in the aftermath as well. But because, as you say, Vulcan and Loki, because they were able to delete Tomo so quickly, get the ult out, and then instantly kill him, Cloud9 ends up winning the day, but Otacon still survives.
It is still available, and C9 can just look for it again. You hear it in that little soundbite, Blabber saying, yeah, shouldn't have gone in on the rise, because C9 split their focus across two different fights, but now back to live, they still have the confidence to go forward onto this Otacon. Dignitas, meanwhile, are on the Dragon, so it looks like it's just going to be a trade of objectives.
That's way, way, way better for Cloud9. Of course, the Otacon value is so much more than a single Dragon. Even if that Dragon would get you to soul points, you'll take Otacon every single day of the week. So much experience as well as the adaptive force. Because it's not like, oh, look, we have 19 petals now and they're empowered. It's also that, well, you deny them from your opponent getting them. So we'll see. The on-kill kind of explosion effect too is I think a little bit underrated.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people forget about it, and it can lead to chain kills, especially if you have a Ambessa and Vi thing here with a
See
lot
that
of
one.
engage.
It turns into like resets almost, where it's like, you know, the Jinx effect where,
little explosions.
yeah, slowing down everybody once you get that first kill, chase down the next kill, especially with a Sivir on the hunt speedo.
I will say though, that death cap is very close to getting completed.
Ooh.
This is Loki at over 2.2k gold lead, and when that gold lead turns into a death cap, believe me, somebody is going to have the Otacon death on kill effect because that is so much damage there.
Yeah.
I mean, Loki, you already saw how they deleted Tomo in the previous fight.
Yeah.
And so now, if a death cap gets completed for that shockwave, Loki can delete multiple people.
And the only lead for Dignitas right now is in the top lane. I want to bring our attention up there because while early game there was some action, no like crazy kills traded back and forward, we have seen Photon throughout these fights getting multiple kills, you know, staying even in CS, despite blind picking the Gwen. Kobe, this is his pick. This is his comfort. This is what he said coming into the split. Like, hey, if there's one champ you should know me for as LTA North fans, think about my Gwen. And now this is back-to-back series, locking it in first pick. And I'm starting to believe. Like, I get why Photon loves this pick.
Yeah, for sure. Despite Dignitas being behind, Photon is looking good on his new squad here. I think it's going to be pretty hard for him to do much versus this Cloud9 setup, though, because Orianna, the other thing is, while you have a lot of damage and Dignitas is starting up this Baron,
Probably just
Orianna, if you get the death cap completed, you also provide really big shields to your team. But this thing is burning down. They're getting the teleports out, and they're still...
But they also teleported Photon in, so they got their own TP along with C9's TP. Now they have to run, but now they're grouped up for C9 to look for the engage. C9 will not actually pull the trigger on it. Interesting move from Dig.
Yeah, I mean, as you say, they trade the TPs. They did have the wave, like, kind of pushed on bottom side, but it's not like it's dying to tower quite yet. Cloud9 still have some time to react. Sven will push in on mid, and it looks like that's going to be about it. I guess a bit of that wave is dying to the top tower, or the bottom tower at the moment.
They lost about half health mid on that turret. Tomo also losing health, and they're just roam warping Shaden into C9. Immediately Stranglethorn and C9 will just chase them down. Dignitas are going to want a refund on that engage. C9 were ready.
Sven with his classic question mark frog right after that one. You know, it sounds cool when you talk about it theoretically.
It's like, I got Crescent Guard, I'm fine.
But Cloud9 just turn and burn. They immediately deleted him. Okay, so that's going to be the Baron for sure.
Okay, well...
and you will not turn off of that Baron.
No.
You will just burn it.
Dignitas are going to try and push in bot side, maybe get a tier 2 turret for this. They do have a wave coming in, but no, it's just not far enough up. It's not big enough. And C9 just get away with a donated play. I can't wait for the replay of that. Think, what was Dignitas' angle? Maybe they didn't think C9 was all grouped up there?
Take another look here. Okay, from their vision, they're just spam pinging on it because they want to get him right on top of Sven, but yeah, they didn't even get close. They didn't even get close to Sven, and they're right in onto the Nico as well.
The Tangle Barbs just hits 2 members.
I mean, Vulcan really has been smurfing this game. I feel like though. You know, Blabber did good job to go down bottom for the like tower dive. But remember at the very beginning too, the Tangle Barbs that he hit. And Tomo Ghost and flashed really early on, and Vulcan was still able to get them that kill and get Sven really fed really early on.
And now, I mean, at this point, C9 already had the gold lead. And off of that great counterplay from Vulcan, they're going to take a tier 2 turret with their Baron-empowered play, get Tomo's ultimate out, take a tier 2 turret. And Dignitas' map is melting around them. 6.2 thousand gold lead for C9. They're going to push for even more as they take a tier 2 bot.
Yeah, I mean, they can take everything on the map. The dragon is already theirs, basically. They can just push on in with this Baron buff, make the most of their siege timer here. And looks like Thanatos was kind of chasing around Photon, but you can't stay on a Gwen because she can just jump over the walls. So Photon will escape. While the rest of the team, that tower can't escape. That thing is slowly going down.
They got 2 cannon minions on it, about to be 3. Turret's just going to fall to the 2, though. Dignitas cannot hold their bottom line, as now Photon has regrouped with the team. Dignitas can potentially look for something while Thanatos isn't with the core of C9 if they find a 5v4 window here. But Thanatos is so close, it's so dangerous for Dignitas to pull that trigger. look at all the vision that C9 have as well. Dragon's up. They're just going to walk back and get that. You said it yourself, Kobe. They can take anything that they want on the Rift right now.
Yeah, I mean, we heard from Miles at the beginning of the day. He was like, yeah, it hasn't gone that well for me in my matchups versus Cloud9.
He did admit that, yeah.
Since being off the team. But maybe it will be different this time. Well, not this game. Maybe next game.
Yeah.
Because Cloud9, right now, they're just, the inventory value is just too high. So, Dragon number 3 picked up. Dignitas trying to group up, trying to look for their, 5-person, catch some sort of person rotating or something like that. Get some losing down for yourself. But I guess the hope is Photon at the moment.
He really is the only saving grace, and that was what we kind of expected for Dignitas going forward. Very young roster in terms of overall experience. Photon coming in with a lot more of that as more of a veteran voice for the squad now. And
yeah, Rigby was very complimentary of Photon.
So I think that naturally we'll look to him for more in-game strategies for the team, but also here, the only one with a gold lead for the team, 2-0-1. Kaney has to flash away from the public execution from Thanatos. Kaney's flash has just been perma on cooldown, as now Dignitas full commit, everything on the Loki, who has the Zonius, goes to the stasis, still shut down. Dignitas found their pick. Have a 5v4 C9 reposition. Shaden goes forward though. It looked like the rest of Dignitas were not ready for that, and will just trade the kill back. C9 pick up one, flash forward for Vulcan, catching up Kaney now into his own stasis, but everybody from C9's ready to collapse. Sven on a rampage. C9 get another kill.
That was a very short-lived one-kill comeback for Dignitas.
That was very short-lived.
That was a very short-lived one. And it might actually result in the game.
Photon still has his Zonias, I do believe. He's trying to survive under the turret, keep it alive, goes into stasis now, but the turret is not long for this world. He flashes to safety. They got Thanatos, but it's traded for Photon. Tomo pops up the ultimate blade caller on the 2, takes out Blabber for the double kill. Dignitas still got some fight left in though.
All right, Tomo collecting some gold here on the Xayah. Still gonna lose the inhibitor, but Isles has some ideas.
He's all alone. I think he's taking a little window here to get vision down.
There's 15 seconds on Kaney's revive, and he does have teleport, but that would be such a long chase and harassment. You would have to interrupt the recalls and buy more and more time and still get the teleport. So gonna give up on that. That's gonna be the end of that play. The base is wide open now with inhibitors down on top side and bottom side, but here's another look at how they did get a good pick and fully are able to delete Loki even after the stasis is used. Nicely done there. But then, as you said, Shaden charged in one more time. A very audacious charge, if you may say so.
Someone would say that.
Quickly punished.
And then, unfortunately, Kaney had just flashed right before that replay because of the public execution from Thanatos. So you can see Loki there realizing, okay, I was the magnet. I gave over a big shutdown, but at least the team was able to find something for the play. Now 3-1-5 with 3 items.
Yeah, and those are the types of plays that you have to make if you're doing Dignitas. You're like, all right, we got a full send on someone who is split pushing here on one of these side lanes. Just get everybody there, and hopefully Isles on the recon can make the engage quick enough. Kaney does use Realm Warp to escape.
And I want to point out that while Isles getting back on the map fast, I'm going to imagine that it was Isles' wards that they got down to around the Baron pit, because you want to make sure you have those while C9 are not on the map. Baron is spawning right now, and those wards are just cleared out, so not as many angles.
No, not looking like any good angles for them unless they just run straight forward. That thing's dropping very quickly. 7,000 health and dropping.
It might have to be a fight after the objective goes down, unless Shaden can get into the pit. He has an angle. C9 are going to stop aggroing the Baron. Photon's up there. That shockwave used. No, Loki still has it available on that. Isles with the big flank around the side. Is Dignitas ready to collapse? They're all running away because C9 are pushing Dig back. Tomo took too much damage, so Baron's still aggroed right now, but C9 get onto Shaden. He flashes into the pit for a desperation steal. No steal to be had. C9 take out the jungler, they'll take out the Baron.
Okay, so it looks really funny, but well done by Cloud9 by stopping the Baron at 2,500 health. It's kind of tantalizing, right? It's right there in front of you. And Dignitas' only hope really is stealing Baron. So Shaden's over there. He's like, it's so close. Like, get me some vision. You know, go around the outside aisles. But Cloud9, they stopped at a good amount of health left, so it's just too much to continue to burn down. But Shane's like, you know what? All right, whatever.
You gotta try
I'm
something.
only going. There's one way left, and then
It's not like you saving your flash is gonna save this game at that point. C9 get the Baron. They're gonna march this wave in. They got 2 waves hitting the Nexus turrets. Dignitas still don't have a jungler up. It's gonna be a miracle mounted defense. They gotta look for some kind of engage here out of C9. Now they have 5 members up. Photon decides to lead the charge. He's going forward as Isles finds an engage onto 2 different members, but he gets chunked out heavily in response. The Nexus turrets fall. C9 just walking forward with confidence, with a 10,000 gold lead, with the early game, mid game, late game, all in their favor. C9 take down Dignitas at the base in style. Pop blossom for Vulcan, pad the stats, get the kills. KDA up. Game 1, C9.
okay. A lot of Cloud9 members played really well. I personally think Vulcan here was my player of the game. Like that,
Okay.
he was really outstanding.
Yeah, what do you think? Is Vulcan player of the game for you?
I think Sven, but whatever, man. I'm just focused on...
He's really bitter about his fantasy.
I'm really focused on Thanatos only being 2-2-6 when they they demolished them that game. That game never felt close.
This man is now a pure fantasy drafter, guys.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the main event of the day, DSG versus Shop 5 personally.
I love it.
I'm looking nice. Maybe don't push it. That's on.
Yeah.
We can kill her.
Yes, looks in. Nice.
I'll ult in soon. I'm in. Looking too.
Nice. Kill Rakan.
Yeah.
Nice.
Kind of cringe, but
Yeah,
we did well
yeah,
after.
it's fine.
C9 was just better.
Yeah. Like,
If
it
we're
was a
trying to
slow
encapsulate
roll of them just dominating the game.
Like, okay, the moment I see the dive happen bot lane, and you see
Yeah.
like upwards toward like a 20 CS advantage, and they're just getting pushed in constantly, I was like, okay, this looks tough. And then I looked at Grubs, like maybe, and then the Yadicon is like, okay, we're back to being completely over. So it looked very bad for the Dignitas squad.
I will say, like, normally this conversation would go, what does Dignitas have to do to come back? And it's because the game was slow, I'd almost want to say, like, oh, C9 didn't look that clean. But when I really think about the moments in the game, like, they just managed to win in a very low-risk way.
Yeah.
Like, their Baron takes were actually very good. There was never in danger of being a steal. They controlled all the objectives. So, I mean, C9's playing well.
Yeah, I mean, at every turn, basically Dig tried to do something, and C9 was like, no. But LTA North Twitch subs are back, showing the community for exclusive content, including the League of Legends in-game emote Bring It for paid and gifted subs. Plus, get access to all of our exclusive LTA North Twitch emotes. Subscribe to the LTA today.
Yeah,
And
Azale
Kill
Daughter
Daughters.
still freaks me out, man.
it's
Or
a good
Rockion.
one.
Those are my favorite ones.
Yeah, so up next, we have Game 2. Let's see if Dignitas can pick up a game against C9.
I mean, Diamond is not low elo for the average player, but for a pro player, it's low.
When I play second account, Diamond was really good player, I think, and then
Kappa.
What's going on? I was Diamond too, and then nowadays I feel like Diamond is kind of low elo, but yeah, I don't think Diamond is not low elo.
I think objectively Diamond is not low elo, but I think it's low elo, so that's why I'm good. I mean, let's say Changer's skill is 10 out of 10, and Diamond's skill is 1 out of 10. So for me, it's very low.
What is
Alright, I'm back. I got ganked in real life.
Cannot count.
you know, like half the
break the
players,
scale.
half the players are like in bronze and diamond. I mean bronze and iron.
I mean, I was bronze 5, so I can see younger they can be pro player, but at that time they were Enver. I was Enver.
I knew I shouldn't have flashed. Okay, I should have just left her to it.
Witch in the ground before Dove could even get there. Time to try to knock him out. As it back and burst. Don't feed. These knocks him down.
Get fed.
Okay.
LTA deals only on Uber Eats.
Why are we in Indiana? The retreat's in Nashville, Tennessee.
Put Nashville, Indiana in the GPS.
With the shotgun over here. Let me
EV9 is great for road trips, so much more.
Imagine this. The League of Legends World Championship. Energy's electric. But how did you get here? Hit the League store, save your Freedom Flex MasterCard, made a purchase. Boom! You're in. 3 purchases, 3 chances each week to win the grand prize, a trip to Worlds 2025. Plus, a chance at 7 weekly prizes. Sweepstakes runs August 2nd to the 25th. Scan the QR code or go to the URL to learn more about free entry and official rules.
Katarina is actually pretty good. Plays a lot of it. But I'm 2 levels behind. I have to play from the back. Oh, come on. You guys don't go in. Yeah. Nar's gonna stay up there. Nar has 2 levels up. That's a good thing. So I should just side lane as well. There's no point. I can't kill Katarina. Can't kill anybody right now. I definitely won't be able to kill her. Let's bring it up. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I can't even kill the backline with my W. Oh, nice ult. Doesn't matter because the fight's already over. Oh, maybe. Oh, you. Oh, Mel got me.
Do you think there's like a place in the world where you would enjoy living?
No, I'm not really like, I don't really like exploring stuff, I guess.
Did you play any sports when you were a kid?
I played for the basketball team in high school.
Did you enjoy it?
No, I was horrible at that.
Today I'm here with Shaden.
Unlucky.
Unlucky. Where were you born?
I was born in the Philippines and I moved to Canada at 12.
Where in Canada?
Winnipeg, Manitoba. That place is horrible, but...
Winnipeg is horrible?
Horrible.
I've actually been to Winnipeg twice.
Why?
I had a couple friends, we played League together, and they are from Winnipeg, and I'm from Minnesota. And so I would like drive up and visit them.
Where do you live? How can you drive?
Well, Minnesota is up north. It's like in the middle of America north.
I don't know anything about the map.
Yeah, just farm.
Do you know much about Canadian geography?
No,
I'm so far behind.
So you got no geography.
Nothing educational.
Okay. Did you do well in school?
No, that's why I'm playing League.
Let's go though. Hey, that's a good fallback. Do you like living in LA?
It doesn't really matter where I live, because I'm doing the same thing with playing League.
Okay, but do you like it? Do you like it? Is there anything about LA that you enjoy?
Not really, but I like being like in a team.
Too late now.
Playing with a team.
You just had, I guess, time off. Did you get up to anything?
You're dead.
I think I took a break, like a week of no computer.
In your week off, did you do any exploring or anything around LA?
A little bit, like I just enjoyed nature, I guess.
Okay. Do you feel like the pro player life is compatible with the type of person you are?
Yeah, it's perfect for me. I don't really like doing stuff. I enjoy League a lot, so I'm pretty lucky.
So it seems like what I've kind of learned is that you don't really like money. And the kind of the real world is like whatever.
Yeah.
But what you like is League of Legends.
Yeah.
And you like competing. Did I basically get it?
Yeah, correct.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Peace.
Peace.
There's a 3-level lead now. These guys are gonna die now because they all decided to push.
Oh, beautiful interview. Beautiful interview coming in from Drew. Incredible stuff. And there he is, the man on your screen. That was the most relaxed interview I've ever seen in my life.
That was perfect Shaden, is what that interview was. Good job, Drew.
You get the camera on. Can we zoom in on this guy?
Oh, yeah.
Just gotta get like the full Shaden experience.
I don't really like much, but I do like League of Legends.
And I like competing. He's like
perfect
been on
line
team.
of work.
Yeah, we should just have him be the spokesperson for the game. Not for the esports, for the game.
Calm down a little bit.
Oh!
Calm down there.
Fair enough. Well, hey, Shaden, not the most successful performance for game number 1. It was a loss for Dignitas, but I will say they tried a couple of different times here and there to really fight C9.
That's your best self.
That's what. Well, I mean, they realm warped Xin Zhao into 4 people. They got a pick, and then the Xin Zhao also went into 4 people.
I'm gonna say, let's get into game number 2.
Let's get into game number 2. I like
Let's get into some draft here. Okay, so we got some fearless draft looking around. We have the
Bro, I'm just gonna fucking
Talia
report you.
and Azir both up and available.
Okay.
Technically, they could still both get banned, but I'm feeling like we leave one up.
There are 2 bans.
Like we leave
remaining.
2 up.
2 up. Ooh, just take the handshake. Which one would you rather have, the Azir or the Talia side?
Talia. I love Talia. I go Talia every day, all day, every day. No question.
All day, every day.
But,
no vying, but still all day, every day.
Yeah, you don't need to buy. I guess Pantheon's also banned.
Just give.
But there's plenty of other options. Also, Talia, strong independent mid laner. Actually, as long as you get some sort of AD jungle, fine.
Okay, the Azir is staying on the table. Talia is still available. This almost feels like a dare from Dignitas to say, lock it in.
Team wants to lose.
You won't get that Azir handshake anymore if C9 won it. But you know what else is still available, Kobe?
So
you know the win rate for this champion?
Galio then? Because the Gwen's already off the table. Galio is actually off the table too. Dang. What's the next best into Rumble then? I guess it just has to be like an okay matchup.
Yeah,
because those are really like the main ones, I guess.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, maybe you just go for a tank. Photon really was the only strength of Dignitas in that game 1, so I'd love to see him on something with more agency this time around. Does get counterpicked this time around, but Dignitas instead going for the Wukong early here for Shaden.
I guess Aurora Wukong is kind of good. You get some good flanks, some good dive pressure. Oh, nice! We do get our Yunara. Now the question is going to be, what is the support going to be with it? You mentioned the Renata that we saw, but Lulu also available. Lots of enchanter possibilities.
Janna, if there's a lot of dive on the enemy team. So far, I'm not seeing as much of that. You can stop the Skarner, which feels good, but we do still get the Talia from C9. I mean, these first 3 picks from C9 are crazy strong. We've seen all 3 of these be higher priorities.
Skarner always pairs really nicely with Talia because you can have so many synergies, moving people across rocks, slamming people into Talia ultimate, or just using your Skarner ult to hold them in place and then easily getting seismic shoves. Like there's so much.
I have to get this if I don't get it.
So much CC to a Rumble and a Talia comp to set up, and so can that Skarner actually get in range?
Alright, it is what it is.
You get a lot of move speed off your E, and then you can pop your ultimate, which will reset your E, and then turn your E into a dash, and then you can into a dash as well. So and especially if you have an enchanter with you that's helping heal and possibly speeding you up, then you can be kind of tricky.
And if you're at 3
down.
items, that Skarner's health bar will go down very fast, surprisingly. Yunara does do a lot of damage. Also a lot of AoE damage in these team fights. So if C9 ever group up, that is where Dignitas are happiest. But with Ahri paired alongside the Yunara, I'm seeing more pick tool there. A lot of agency for this mid laner. So maybe some more CC.
This team just wants to lose.
I want to see these next 2 picks to really create space for Yunara and allow her to actually be the primary carry for this team.
Okay, so they did ban out the Aurora dimension, and then also the Orange. That is the other good one to Rumble, because you can just kind of, be a tank, build up the magic resistance, and fine. Oh, okay. So there we go. We get something much spicier. Let's go. Photon.
Okay.
Dropping down the Kled here. This is a champion. We definitely got to see some pressure towards that side of the map then, because Kled can provide so much threat if you have, vision of enemy jungler, and if you can get some like, hovers to your side. So I guess an Ahri actually from mid lane is kind of decent, because you can threaten those roams up to that top side too. Kled ultimate plus a Wukong provides a pretty clear avenue for engage. So some interesting stuff here. We get a Kled onto the Rumble. Let's go.
And I'm hearing here from production, the last Kled was 2022. Top laner Jenkins played it in Spring Split. So it's been a couple
Garen
of
just goes
years
this way right
since
now.
we all
It's
saw this
just
champion
over.
in Tier 1 League of Legends for North America. I just looked up all the ability names. Bear Trap on a rope, one of the best named abilities in the game. So that's going to be fun to say. But Lucian Alistair is the pairing here for C9. Not typically what I see with the Lucian. I think of the Braum, I think of the Nami, I think of the Melio. Alistair not always up there with it.
And Alistar is kind of the school of thought of the Braum-ish type of stuff there. Of course, both Alistar and Braum got some pretty hefty armor reductions on this patch. 7 each, so it's going to be a bit squishier for them.
Okay, so we talked about Bard not necessarily fitting the Enchanter category. Yes, his W does give a little bit of healing and some move speed, which can be helpful for the Inara, but this is not that traditional, Lulu or Renata Glass that's going to really keep the Inara safe. Yeah, Bard is pretty good at forcing sums out of Talia. So Bard can oftentimes put, some pressure there. It's pretty hard to keep track of Lucian. That guy is slippery and difficult as far as pinning him down, but we'll see how much roaming Isles gets to do. And Bard plus Yunara will be quite interesting. I guess the tunnels around the map here and having Kled mobility as well, being able to lead the charge and speed up the rest of your team, namely Shaden here on the Wukong, allow him to come engage with you. Could be fairly explosive. It could be. It absolutely
could be.
They're cooking
all right, Kangas. They are cooking.
Let's see what Dignitas is cooking. If it's going to be solid, or if it's going to crumble under Yunara without the tools necessarily that you expect around her. Definitely creative for Dignitas. C9, meanwhile, power picks in the first 3, and they won game 1 already. So a single game win here marches them into a 4-0 start into the split. That would put them up there with FlyQuest, who of course the perennial rivals of C9 in the modern era of League.
Yes, of course, right?
Perennial in the modern era, yeah. Good. A little modifier there. But first they got to get through Dignitas. The Dignitas need 2 in a row if they want to pick up a series win here. Photon on the Kled, though, I want to go back to that one because that is, yes, Yunara is exciting. We've seen a few Yunara games globally, one here in the north yesterday, but man, that is going to be interesting. Maybe we'll get some more insight from Coach Rigby, who Raz caught up with earlier to talk about their new topic.
How has the time between Split 2 and Split 3 been for you guys? You guys had that roster change with Photon coming up topside, so what has that, in between split been for you?
So Photon, throughout my career, I think I have been really blessed with being able to work with one of the greatest tops, most of the greatest tops, like Keen, Fumi, Impact, those type of players. And then Photon arriving, and then when I hear him talk inside the game or outside of the game, I hear those.
Showed an interview.
Those great players
oh no,
before.
the coach.
So it's a really nice addition to the team, and at the same time, we're relatively a rookie roster. There's no extremely old veteran lead the atmosphere type of situation, but him bringing in those type of vibes or those type of input is really helpful for the team. And then he came a little bit late, but we've been still working on with a sub.
And let me guess, if I go into Nar's account,
ready to go on stage.
He's the perfect player, right? Surely.
So far, Tomo using Yunara very well right here because Yunara's level 1 is super powerful just because the Q. Your Q is an amazing ability. Your other abilities, basic abilities.
He doesn't even play rank.
They're not very useful super early on.
Okay.
So level
Did he
1
win because of him? He got carried.
Stacks it up on the wave. Of course, they've got Bard into Alistar.
He got carried.
Thank you very much either. So it's a good job there for
he got carried.
Did he? To use their Bard Yunara main very effectively, collecting the minions, getting her.
Yeah, he doesn't win because of him.
But I'm also very interested about the top side here.
That Katarina was pretty good.
Kled up there for Photon. and his jungler is actually pathing away from him. So Shaden is pathing down to the bottom side to play towards Inara.
It is what it is.
As is Blabber. And so it's kind of good for Kled to be left alone up there. Gets to play as aggressively as possible. We haven't gotten a lot of camera time up there, but one of the things with Kled, your W, your violent tendencies, your stabby, stab thing, for the first use of it, when you level it up, you get it. So Kleds will usually hold the point and not put it in until they want to use it, so you don't waste it on minions and stuff, and then you have to wait for the timer to come back up.
I like
so that works for the first usage. Because then as soon as you level it, you can get it for your trade or whatever.
Sure. It didn't mean much here in this trade, as it looks like Thanatos does get the shove anyway, but always cool to keep your eyes on those little interactions right there. Meanwhile, bot side, it's revenge for Dignitas, Kobe. In game 1, it was them in this situation.
All right. Let's see here. Let's see here.
Shaden does look for anything hyper-aggressive down here. No, he's just
love to see it. All right, whatever. I don't give a fuck.
Side this time around, they're just taking their range advantage to shove these waves in.
Yeah. Coming back down bottom side, get your ward onto your Raptors, get your Scuttle.
If I get countered, I get countered.
And they complete the trifecta of vision with the Tri-Brush ward. So just
what?
Both junglers, pretty smooth, no time lost for either of them.
All right, we did a really good job so far, Kobe. I've not.
So how did Team Liquid lose yesterday to Lion? Was it because of UG or was it because of?
Over it. Well, you just brought it up.
Okay.
And yeah, you can go over it
again
if you want to explain what Freak.
High win rate delta.
Yeah, Freak posted a video on it.
Does it do much
blah blah blah.
But the TLD
Should I?
Is that Rumble for many years has been much.
Nah, I gotta work on. I gotta work on.
Because of
my fundamentals.
The damage for both your Flame Spitter as well as your ultimate.
I don't deserve to play any other champion at the moment.
Much more favorably for blue side. Actually, you do more damage with blue side Rumble than red side Rumble.
Really good engagement.
What is this? An extension. Enhance your League of Legends experience with the extension.
So that's a lot of HP, but should just be the reset there anyways, unless they want to lay a trap on the bottom side. But Yunara got her first recall off and did not go for the cull, which is pretty popular because the on-hit life does not get diminished when you pop your Q and you start spreading to stuff, but just going straight for the Vamp Scepter here into that Blade of the Rune King build, I assume, to go for the early Blade of the Rune King for the on-hit. Of course, Alistar and Skarner.
What can you use for the channel points? Nothing.
Skarner especially just rushes mostly raw health early on and doesn't even get
message effect, identify emote, on-screen celebration if you get 10k.
So I like that. And it's also what Jan went for last time around. Meanwhile, right now, Vulcan back in on to Shaden, stunned up. Kaney jumping forward with the Spirit Rush, lands the Charm onto Blabber. Very tanky member, as Unraveled Earth from Loki will buy a lot of space for C9 to retreat. Isles now over the wall, has the portal to get back.
What am I
versus?
versus?
So he's just trying to get some vision down, keep C9 away from the
Brand. So another, I'm just outranged.
Actually slowing them down and allowing C9 to walk back forward.
That's fine.
Flash from Kaney for the Charm, not going to land, but the Equalizer. Thanatos grouped up with the rest of the team. So did Photon as how he's in a 1v4. Shaden jumping in as well. Photon by so much space. First blood for the Kled. Dignitas' top laner just throws his body into the fray and picks up a kill.
Hey,
Nico
gets a kill. He's going to have to flash out. He lost Skarl, so he's a little bit slow. Does have to flash the seismic shove, but okay, we got our Kled in the LTA, and Kled is on the board.
What a roam from both top laners as TP from Thanatos. Photon just walks down.
Yeah, we'll see how many minions he does miss, because Kled is down in minions at the moment, but so you'll see the mini-map right now. He's positioning up on the top side of mid lane. He pops his ultimate, so he comes in quickly, even with the Rumble ultimate pop there.
So
and Alistar, Vulcan trying to lock up Kaney,
it's gonna be a Nico
on that Rumble ultimate to burn him down. It didn't matter, because right into the front line, Kled does not care about getting locked up. He got knocked off his mount and just backed right up. So he gets back up to top side. Did use his teleports in the aftermath, so it is down.
Let's try Black.
Decent amount.
His Blackfire Torch pretty good on Annie.
But got that kill, and it's gonna mount to.
Because Tibbers, you want to power Tibbers, I guess.
before he says,
Oh wait,
stop looking
can
at
you
it.
see my game?
Got to wave first, so he's going to catch that wave. Photon's going to answer the lane swap there, so
No,
Tomo
you
and Isles
cannot.
are headed
What
towards
the
the top side of
fuck
the
was
map
I
now.
streaming?
Top laners are top,
Pressing
bot
again.
laners are bot, and a small gold lead in favor of Dignitas currently.
We got a roam here from Bardio as well. See how deep Isles can place the vision.
There you
All right,
go.
that's pretty shallow, but gets a little
Got
bit,
shy,
get a little bit of vision there, prepping for the grubs. It's like it's not a bad grub ward because they already have one over here towards the mid lane too. So it's a pretty decent grub ward here. They've got all the approach angles visible. Blabber drops his control though.
Ooh, helps Kaney push in. Isles gets level 6 right now. Shaden's level 6 as well. Blabber has his bot lane approaching from the top half of the map right now, and Weaver's Wall is going to cut off Dignitas. How hard does C9 want to engage here? The Bard portal gets them out, and Dignitas disengage from the grubs. But was it just a bait? They have the Tempered Fate. It lands in onto the jungler, and one of the grubs. Now Vulcan goes in for his own engage. Sven and Loki are free firing. They peel from Blabber, only lands onto one member, and he's taken out of the fight. Dignitas hold the line, take out the enemy jungler. Big health bar down as Tomo and Kaney get Colleen out of Sven. Hag splash from Vulcan. Does he find another engage? Not quite close enough. Let's go for the headbutt pulverized combo. Isles over the wall. Thanatos is now grouped up as well. Here comes Photon. Charge in. Flash from Isles. Stuns up Loki. Over the wall, but the charge will follow. Photon is in there again. You just can't stop the clan. The equalizer down onto all members of Dignitas, but the solo laner and Shaden are chasing down Vulcan. Photon's in a 1v3 now, but the rest of the team's going to try and bail him out. Exalted back into the wall, taken out of the fight. Blabber's back up. C9 fighting back in a long scrap at the Grove.
Oh, this is an exciting one for sure. The action continues. Blabber did a nice job charging that Kled into the wall, stunning him after he got knocked off his mount. And so Blabber's reward will be his second grub as he returns for the prize.
And I mean, the fight lasted so long. It started at Grubs, ended down closer to C9's base.
Did she die?
It lasted so long.
Nah, she survived.
Is the one, I believe it went down first.
I'm pretty sure.
That's why
So she has health advantage right now.
Focus from Dig on Blabber. So
I just gotta start hitting this.
They set it up with the Bard ult into the Bard stun here as well. And so they do a good job focusing down Blabber, and that's how they actually do get their early lead. But then, as they chase over the wall, the culling actually didn't
I got it
work
back.
because the
Oh,
beginning of it hit
does he win
hard,
that?
and the end of it,
No.
Also hit Tomo, but this Kled ult connecting, taking him over the wall, and then the bear trap on the rope.
Grab
Look how long
this.
just
Grab.
barely is able to get the pullback on that bear trap to get Loki as well. And Dignitas
So,
very hyped up here, chasing the kill onto Vulcan.
I do win extended trades.
But then,
Because Nico is a burst. Oh, you're dead.
That's the case. Dragon is the next site.
Do you have flash? You have flash.
Blabber's ult is back in a
Why are you walking towards there?
Gold is dead even. Blabber's going to approach.
Oh my god.
Almost kind of separated from the rest of Dignitas in the mid lane.
I don't know what the hell's wrong with you, but okay.
With smite from Bard,
Wave is pushing back into me. I just want to put a ward in the middle so I can know where she goes.
But getting some damage onto Loki and traded back. Tomo now can free fire. Sven's got some tanks in front of him. The Lucian calling does damage. It does work. Now Tomo CC to oblivion, but he repositions. Sven taking damage. She doesn't have enough. C9 keep their 80 carry alive. Dignitas will lose a couple of members. Isles could be one of them. Kill credit to Blabber. C9 win the fight.
Oh my goodness.
Only missed one. That's good.
And Blabber ends up with 4 kills on Skarner, of all things, in the end of it. That got down so low, but the frontline difference was huge. I mean, Cloud9 frontline is massive, and they just turn on Tomo. They burst down the Junara, even through the barrier, and Tomo, I don't believe his flash.
Oh, Photon. Oh, the heck gambit, Kobe. It gets so many top laners. Can he survive under the turret? Oh, Vulcan's just hanging it all, but he gets a remount. Oh, bear trap on a row, pulls back Thanatos. Shaden's nearby. Photon lives.
Yeah, I don't think any chase down here, even with Bard rotating over, but Isles is going to try his best. That certainly makes things
Healed her off. She lost some XP.
Incredible, Kobe.
It's all about the gamble.
So is she gonna play guest the Nico?
You know, are you going to be able to have enough burst damage there? But
No, she is not gonna play guest the Nico.
All-star combo into seismic shove from Loki, nicely done, and then charged into the wall. So Kaney dying basically from 100 to 0 there at the beginning was really good from Cloud9. Of course, they had the counter kill, but Vulcan makes another play here with the flash. onto Tomo, and that was huge. Sven got down. After that last Wukong auto was probably very close to single digits, but yeah, Sven very, very close there.
Alright,
It
she
was
dies
a
on
good
the next.
couple of initiations from Vulcan.
I die on
Started
this
all
one.
of them off. His first combo to set up the seismic shove, his second combo there onto Tomo to catch Tomo. So there's a reason why people are fearful of Vulcan on Alistar.
No! Okay.
One of the support champions that people always recognize him for.
But I want to talk also, I know Bussio's gotten a lot of nods for his Bard play. Did you see Isles' Bard in that play? Hitting multiple Qs, setting up the ult to dodge the Impale. Isles has been playing this incredibly well. And also, the Grub fight aside as well. I think
It was a good thing to turn.
As well for notable Bard supports for the support for Dignitas. C9, meanwhile, this is their updated stat here today. It started at 19-2, now 20-2, Kobe, versus teams below them in the standings.
And specifically, not FlyQuest. So they
really
have not lost many games at all to any team besides FlyQuest. So they are always pretty much
going on there.
looking
They're winning it.
Looking ahead
it's good at
to
least.
their matches versus FlyQuest. Of course,
not playing
they
Gestanico.
need to take
Okay.
care of business here versus Dignitas, but they've already got themselves a very nice lead, and looking to compound that lead with a rotation over to the bottom side of the map. But Kane's got a little bit of vision for himself.
I will
he has
say,
a lot of dashes.
Oh, okay. Vulcan's actually going all the way around, has a Spirit Rush, and dodges away from the flick back. So Loki not going to find that seismic shove. Dignitas are making C9 work for it, is what I was about to say right there. This has not been a walk in the park for C9. Yes, the second half of game number 1 was a little more dominant, but especially this game. And they're going for more plays. Dignitas find another ultimate on the Thanatos. Baron Rowe pulls him back, and Shaden will bop him down, and a shutdown goes over to Dignitas' jungler.
There you go. You get the Kled ult plus
and
the
he flashed over the wall.
Guaranteed chase down, guaranteed engage. Okay, Kane, if it's not a walk in the park, then what kind of walk has it been?
Oh, so we're still walking.
Or a jog? You know, any type of
Gestanico? Nope.
What type of journey?
Saunter downtown. How about that? You know, you're dodging around, you're waiting at stoplights, you're kind of moving through the crowd.
A swaggy saunter?
Yeah.
Or like an angry?
I mean, they're still feeling good about themselves. They got their, you know, the AirPods in. They're listening to some tunes. They're like at a, you know, an iPod.
Goes up. Yeah.
You ever seen those?
I like it.
Pedro Pascal was just in one of those. You know, that's what I'm feeling from C9 right now.
Well, let's see if they if they can use the Rift Herald as stylishly.
All right, let's see if Photon can live.
Yeah, that should be number 1.
Looking for the remount, and is just chain CC'd. He can't quite find it. The bird, he just gets it in time. You just can't keep this guy down.
Every Kled player, like, yeah, I was supposed to remount right there. Oh,
they took it personally as the next seismic shove.
Maybe this. Nah, I need the cooldown.
Does finally fall. Does he trade Vulcan? No. The ultimate available means that Vulcan does not fall.
And I get boots.
Vulcan with several more consecutive combos into seismic shoves for Loki, setting him up. The race for the first tower, though, goes the way of Dignitas.
And that actually, do I see that correctly on
Nico staying? No.
That's some boots upgraded. Let's go Dignitas.
There you go, some shiny shoes. They may be down over 1,000 gold, but looking at second dragon for themselves, plus the boot upgrade possibilities here. So, as you said, it's not a walk.
It's not a walk. It's a song, maybe a shuffle at this point. C9 are trying to get themselves back into a more comfortable position.
That's like
here.
For a dance competition, you know?
Well, you can also shuffle through a crowd, right?
Okay, okay.
Like you're going sideways.
How many pedals, though? We're picking up a lot of pedals here at the end, too.
And Wukong's over here again.
Every bit, exactly. It's still 2,000 gold lead for C9, though, so that's why we're still talking about them as if they're the ones in the driver's seat. But the fact Dignitas get that turret, get that dragon, means that they're not out of this
Gestanico.
What would you say? Okay, so I feel like you've taken issue with my son.
No, I liked it. I was just curious.
Okay.
I was just curious. I wanted you to paint me a little picture.
Now.
Paint me an imaginary picture. I'm on your side. I agree.
Okay, all right.
It has definitely not been a walk in the park.
Yeah.
It's you know, it's been more like a WWE match, and it's somebody randomly jumps from the top rope here to go kill top lane with a Kled to the Wukong coming from the top rope.
You're not convincing anybody that you watch WWE. It's okay. You know?
Yeah, that's okay. I don't.
Not everybody has to.
All right, cool.
Dignitas, gonna shout out SummerSlam. Dignitas currently have their bot laner in the mid lane right now, trying to control this access point. Dragon's not gonna be up for a while. Nothing to fight for on the top side for a while either. 2 minutes until that
This is where I back off.
Nonetheless, Impale in onto
8-4, no.
Range as C9 are committing multiple members. They got Photon on the other side of the wall. Shaden knocks back 2. Equalizer goes down, but it's only on to 1 member. Not going to block off the rest of Dignitas. Nobody falls.
Would that be better? Nah, I think this would honestly be better.
Ultimate invested though. I guess Shaden held on to his, but Owls is so low, he doesn't really count. Can he bard ult to
The
deny?
cooldown's already set in place.
And the Herald will just go.
Oh, they're probably gonna need me. Is the fight over? It is not over. I don't know why, but okay.
But now Blabber's caught out from the rest of the teams. Shaden just jumps in onto it.
Yeah, you're troll.
Cannot get the Ixal's impact through the wall. Bear trap on a rope. Gets
It's
a
over.
shutdown over to Shaden. Dignitas punishing Blabber.
I like that. Shaden pulls over Blabber. Excuse me, let me see your license, buddy.
That wasn't.
Wow, she actually made him run around for a bit.
Dubious driving right there.
Doesn't look good. That thing was expired.
Yep, Blabber tried to get on one of those city scooters and get around for that one.
Good job, Shaden, keeping our streets clean. Pulls him over. Blabber sent back.
I don't need to stun her. I just need to hit her.
Screen for another 5 seconds here. And now we're at the point where these timers, the objectives are starting to come up. Let's start taking inventory of what will be available for them. If Otacon's pulled right now, Sven won't have flash. Thanatos won't have TP. So I guess Dignitas on the same side. You can say that for Tomo and Miles.
Top tower might be gone.
As well. So we'll see who's at more advantage if they want to go for that one right away. I have seen a surprising amount of teams actually pull the trigger on that Otacon very early so far on this.
Okay.
Oh, we're getting a replay of this. Oh no.
Yo, we saw it. Alright, we're gonna go for a hard left. Okay, where do we go? I don't know. Do I get out of here? Oh, I kind of want the tower damage. Should I escape or do I want tower damage? I kinda want tower damage. Oh no!
And then the fact he hit the lip on the wall.
But the funniest thing is that Skarner then also, you're supposed to drive
So
yourself.
next item is gonna be Shadow Flame.
With his E to get out of there after failing to drive the Rift Herald. So it's actually 2 strikes. 2 driving errors.
Yeah.
I guess his E,
The second one, that
his E
second
really,
ticket is
it's just
way
slow to
more.
start. It's just that's why he got caught. You know, he was not fast enough to get away from Shaden.
The first one was a speeding ticket. The second one was a parking ticket. Let's put it that
Yeah.
way. As
That's
the
good.
Blabber, we'll see if this is the cause of the pause. I highly doubt it here, but we do have a Pagoda
Okay,
pause
we got
right now.
first tower.
We'll be right back.
That's
Everybody
good.
Stick around here. But that was a very funny moment to relive right before this moment here. We'll let you know once we have confirmation of what the pause is all about. In the meantime, Kobe, I have a couple of questions prepared for moments just like this. Do you have something already that you would like to cover about the game, or?
No, hit me with these prepared
I still got it. I'm goaded.
All right, chat,
I am goaded.
Twitch chat, I'm going to need your input on this as well, because I think
play
this is something
Apollo
that is
Victor.
universal. Everybody should have experienced it
I
at
play
least
Victor.
once. So everybody should have an opinion. How many
Uh.
chuggas before the head
I turned and I lost it. Whatever.
Yeah. So you're a 2 chuggas?
Yeah.
You're a 2 chuggas man.
There you go.
I'm an 8 chuggas man. Chugga chugga, chugga chugga, chugga.
Oh, I kind of want to try it. I kind of do really.
I think that is objectively.
What else
too
does this
many.
build into?
Okay,
You need to choo-choo earlier, buddy. You need to choo-choo way earlier.
Nah.
Most people are crazy.
Maybe.
I'm a little wacky. I'm a little out there. We'll see what Twitch chat says. Thankfully, we don't have
Twitch chat
to
is saying
Let's just
3,
do
4,
the.
max.
3. No, you can't do an odd
There you go.
number. Ban them. Ban whoever says 3 or 5. I've seen a couple
Don't
of those.
ban them. Kangas is for sure wrong.
I turned and I forgot to play Guess the Nico.
All right, here we go, though. We're back to live right now. C9 are pushing in the bottom turret, and they also have Otacon started off. Dignitas are
It
not in a
is
position to
what it
push. Shaden's been
is.
backing. Seems like Dignitas have no idea that Otacon's being started.
They're too busy going chugga.
Oh, they can hear us? Oh, no. Distract
Yeah, at least they get their. Wait a second.
Yeah, the tempered fate to check, and it's too late. Yeah, I mean, Dignitas just caught unawares.
Okay, they're gonna teleport in and still fight it though. Fighting after the objective.
And after the Bard ult goes down already, flashboard from Blabber and Pale onto 2. C9 throwing everything at this engagement. Kaney gets out. Shaden with the re-engage. Sven still takes him down. The Monkey King has fallen. The Fox Lady as well. C9 with a double kill to Sven. Loki cleaning up aisles. Dignitas way too late on the engage, and C9 get the objective and the fight.
Their new fresh petals that they've all picked up with their Otacon kill as well. And guess what? 20 seconds.
Why are you guys in my...
Dragon, so might as well stack another objective on top of your other objective. All of Dignitas will have respawned, and Kenny does have teleports, but they did all use their ultimates and not looking like they're very combat effective at the moment. So we were coming out of a pause to get into the Otacon, and now we're going to go in right after that was taken. It was
That's
Blabber with
infuriating.
the
Yeah,
double
okay.
kill. Kenny basically got pushed out the fight right at the beginning.
Yeah, why not?
Broken Flash bopped him with the stun auto from Alistar.
It looks like it's not over.
So,
Photon getting caught
they should
as
finally
they
get that
approach
tower.
The Dragon. C9 didn't stick around like you had highlighted before the replay, so it goes from bad to worse for Dignitas. C9 now with almost a 5,000 gold lead, as they are just running away with this game.
But what about Photon, though? Still has
Got
66 gold. To the side.
I was really thinking it was going to be like 1,000 when you mentioned it.
You're like,
oh, wait, is he that missed? Don't look. Okay, yep, Tomo goes down as well.
If I remind you of last game, though, Photon was the only one with a gold lead.
Alright, nice.
Well, he just lost it, so thank you for person of Kobe.
Literally made them both.
You do. Absolutely.
I can have to reseal up a little bit.
Focus on yourself.
Focus on your improvement.
No, Tibbers, stay back.
Again,
Stay back.
That's kind of been the bright spot, but I want to give
You can heal.
the game from Dignitas' side, then go back to C9's side, because obviously they are in a commanding position, but that's 2 games in a row now, Kobe. Dignitas has done a fairly questionable engage around this mid game that has given C9 a big lead. In game 1, it was the Realm Warp mid. There, it was this force at the Otacon.
You use that sweep, emo right there you just saw on screen.
That would be applicable.
Because it's a 2-0 sweep emo. Best of 3s can have sweeps.
Yes, yeah,
True.
Absolutely.
They're not as impressive as a best of 5 sweep.
It's more like a Swiffer, you know? It's
like a little short one. Loki, though.
Oh, okay, this could be a pick for Dignitas. Charm still available, and a shutdown for Dig. Good find from Shannon and Katie.
Okay, there we go. Maybe not a sweep after all.
You know what? What item I want to try? Horizon. It gives a good amount of... It gives me cooldown. I mean, I could be trolling, but I do want to try it.
I think the second one, we want the second one,
I think
right?
Kangby was the other one that somebody added me, saying we could consider that. You don't like the fan submission?
Forget what the second one said, but the second one. Anyways,
do I kill him?
What's the next thing they're looking at?
Survey says...
They are well funded, let's say. Well funded. It's a full Infinity Edge discrepancy for Sven over Tomo.
That is exactly Infinity Edge.
So Sven, Mr. Moneybags over here on the Lucian is going to have double summoners and a full item advantage.
If you want to think about it this way, though, you know, silver lining. If he has Infinity Edge,
they have to match them.
Tomo has finite edge. Do we agree? Probably not. Sven getting engaged right now by Dignitas. Tomo just chunked out of the fight to start things off, but they got Thanatos. Big shutdown picked up by Tomo.
Go
C9
Tibbers.
are going to try and fight 4v5.
So I get this is more than worth.
Flash coming up soon for Blabber. He has the impale.
Go through jungle.
So a finite edge just means you can measure it, and you can measure 1 kill. So honestly, you
got the kill.
Connect the dots. You were kind of right there, I guess.
Why are they all TPing for what?
I love it when a plan comes together, Cody. It just worked. It just worked.
This is genius stuff right there.
I'm gonna get this one because I do need that little extra.
Let's see. I guess it cost Tomo both summoner spells. That might be something that detracts. And he got the crit cloak out of it, which is not the best of fillers here. Obviously, he just didn't have enough money for anything better.
Yeah, he didn't get any waves outside.
Dragon in 250.
Baron
in 5 minutes.
So Tomo's still going to be farming up to try and catch up to Sven. Yes, that has been 2 plays back-to-back. You can say in favor of Dignitas. They find the pick on a Loki top side. They find the kill on the Thanatos mid. They're still not out of the weeds, man. C9 are still You know, at this point, it might be
Nico's
a lot.
just
Okay,
perma-fighting.
so they chopped down the gold lead, though.
Okay.
Only a little bit over 4K. It is still so hard when you're immediately looking at the potential to carry the fight of specifically Sven here. You know, with the full Infinity Edge and a bunch of extra crit with kind of match crit cloaks after that last little fight too. So
I don't know why he did that
Sven
one. No,
definitely
that one is
to
actually
watch
dumb.
Here. Keep your eyes on for Cloud9. If Dignitas could assassinate him, you know, maybe like Bard forces some mobility out of the Lucian first, and then the Kled Wukong Ari like dive squad is able to take him out. Maybe.
Ooh, but maybe it's Kaney caught out instead. That's a spear rush away. That culling does insane damage with 3 items completed for Sven. Yeah, and again with the plated steel cap on Sven as well.
Oh, he's almost died.
Going to be a little less reliable, so there's potential, but it's going to be hard.
Yeah. So Alistar is very good at denying smite fights, and Skarner himself also very good with Skarner ultimate here. So Cloud9 have plenty of tools.
Tempered Fate goes down. Isles had the smite available. He flashes away. 2 opportunities for Dignitas to try and steal this, but no Tempered Fate for the approach. Instead, they're going to just
20 seconds.
Skarner, but a great equalizer from Thanatos. Buys so much space for C9. Impale onto 2. Flash out from Photon. Baron down. C9 getting a kill and the objective.
Thanatos set up the barbecue, and then Blabber was the cook there. And he just
He's got the flipper, he's got the burgers on it.
He pulled them right back over. That Baron, by the way, with the different setups for Baron that we have nowadays, the one, this kind of runway one where you have that little alleyway is like the premier Rumble Baron.
Yeah.
So you can just lay your Rumble ultimate through that little passageway, and then Blabber did his best to try and Skarner hold to pull them right back onto the cooker.
Give that man a chef hat. He's gonna be known for crabs and chefing it up. There we go. Right now, C9 pushing in another mid wave here. Dignitas do find a slight window right now. Vulcan does not have the ultimate available, no flash available either. So instead, he just says, "I'm gonna go in, try and get that aftershock proc." But Dignitas find the kill. No impale for Blabber means no re-engage from C9. But Thanatos is over the wall. Equalizer's about to come off. Cooldown. Blabber's in the thick of it. He's taking a lot of damage. Tomo can't free fire Sven.
It's so strong now.
Dig. Redemption heal means that Dig maybe can keep fighting this. C9 back.
I need to get Zanya's. What else gives me a lot of cooldown?
Huge for them to look for an approach.
Yeah, Cloud9.
Yeah, not much items do.
Number 3. They keep adding so many petals as well.
I'm just gonna get Horizon.
Kills in this game, up to 35 petals for themselves. Let's take another look.
Oh, we don't have anything.
So, they delay the Baron, Isles throws his ult, but then he gets full comboed and has to flash over the wall. Then we look at the pull in here. Fled goes in, and Shaden into the back of the pitch, kind of looking at Baron, kind of positioning over to the other side. Blabber pulls them back.
I don't know why Zaya is picking that up.
But Photon's still able to flash over the top, but the key is they deleted Shaden out of that. Take away the possibility of the smite.
Because Isles had the flash away, even though he had the smite. Yeah, great to hear from Blabber right there. Now, here was the other look from Dignitas, kind of catching Vulcan out. Oh, Isles again with these Qs.
Yeah, into the charm, and then Vulcan is
once this opens up,
he decided to try and fight his way out. Regardless of, it is worth mentioning again, remember that the Stoic Smites were nerfed.
Oh, he didn't die twice.
Kaney actually caught out of position now, and that time it was Loki setting himself up. Vulcan following for the continuous engage. C9 get a pick on Dignitas' mid laner and still have the Baron buff to push in this top wave.
Yeah, they're going to get mid inhib plus top inhib.
Or,
maybe go
nah, I want to try this.
We're going to have to call Photon back here at some point.
I'm popping him because I have that. I don't need that much extra power. Or do I? I don't know. If I probably had that, he probably does die.
Quick about it.
Turrets are falling now. Actually does TP in. Tempered Fate lands. Sven doing so much damage with Vulcan behind him. Shaden jumping onto Vulcan, but just doesn't have the damage on his own. Photon goes in with the charge, but it's absorbed by Vulcan. Shaden with another whirlwind. Sven does fall. Shut down to Shaden. Dignitas holding the line for a few more seconds. They lose their last Nexus turret, but C9 still have health bars on Loki and Thanatos. The solo laners could be what they need to go for the end. Nice seismic shove on Isles right there. Chunks him out a little bit more. Dignitas are going to have to try and find a way to hold the line.
Yeah, they are. I mean, deleting Sven is a very good place to start.
Oh, C9 are backing off. They don't want that smoke.
Yeah, not yet. They'll return for it later. let the smoke dissipate.
They want to walk in the park a little longer, you know?
Take away all the
tranquil
jungle
experience.
camps, take away Stalkers through the jungle, take away all these resources, and then return to the bottom side after taking both top and mid and hip. Pretty easy for them to just go straight on back to the bottom side to try and end it out there. 2.5 minutes left towards the dragon here to pop up. So well away from that. I think they should be able to end the game. Not really concerned about dragons any longer in this game. We'll see if they go back towards the bottom side, but here's another look at it. Sven up there trying to get the culling down, and as soon as Photon got back up, he fled Ulton in, and Shaden's able to get his flash engage to deliver the cane. Bops him down, and they got the key member off of Cloud9, so that allowed them a little bit of time. They're not even going to go towards the bottom minion wave. They're just going to go straight into the base to end it. That Nexus is exposed. I don't believe those turrets have respawned yet, although sometimes they don't actually show up when they do respawn.
No flash on Tomo. Keep your eyes on the AD carry. Oh, Isles looks for the flash Q to start things off. Not quite able to land it. Shaden now into the backline. Kaney following up, but the positioning of C9 is too good. Sven gets to safety. Nice seismic shove from Loki will seal the fate of Dignitas. C9. Call it a stroll through downtown, call it a walk in the park, whatever you call it, it's a 2 for the boys in blue and a perfect start to LTA Split 3.
Did she even see us? God, that's horrible.
With FlyQuest, where they have been looking all
She's bronze. I have gone this low. Oh no.
Dignitas made them work for it a little bit more, but C9
I have gone that far down.
2-0 after 2-0, matching FlyQuest's record. And the reason we keep talking about that is because these are the two teams at the top of the standings, the rematch from last
I have fallen into slow.
Very excited for their eventual matchup here, but for Dignitas, Story's getting back to the drawing board here. Photon has looked decent in the top lane, but there's a couple of these mid-game decisions that they make here, Kobe, whether it's, again, Realm warping in, forcing the fight at the Otacon, where they lose a big gold lead from these decisions, and then the game kind of gets away from them.
Yeah, looking ahead a little bit more as far as keeping track of every area of the map, plus the actual execution in those fights.
But you can see him on screen, not Photon, but Vulcan in front
Check
of him.
that off. There you go.
Over to the interview, so Loungers, take it away.
Any second Vulcan's going to be here. A clean 2-0 for Cloud9. They never really felt like the series wasn't done.
Yeah.
There are a few Kled plays where it was like, okay, we see the increased survivability, I guess, coming out of it. But yeah, really clean, decisive win. Here he is.
Vulcan, straight in.
In fact, before you even do anything, you got to take a piece of the banner from
Piece of the banner?
Yeah, you got to take a piece of the banner. You be on this side, I'll be on this side.
What does this represent, the pieces of the banner?
You're carrying away
I took a game from them.
You took a piece of their
Then
soul.
champ pool.
You got this.
Oh, I
I don't want to make a fool of myself, so
if they lose
you'll
4
figure it
times,
out.
then they're gone.
4 time and you're gone.
I mean, not exactly.
Take this piece.
You got it.
Okay, I got you. I got your back. Wow.
I'm like managing the situation right now.
How am I doing in your eyes?
I think you're doing great. This looks like you're doing not too good. Okay.
we got it. You know, I'll hold the mic. You do the rest of this. I got you on this one. All right, you got this side.
Beautiful.
So, first question: how did that game feel for you? Because I got an announcement for you.
Pretty smooth after the early game. I think in both games we had.
Okay.
I'll get the back of this. Okay. Cheers. Yeah. Let me sit down first before I can get it.
Professionals here, you know?
Yeah, I can see this is planned. Yeah. Well, 2 games in the early game where we gave them like 2 fights where we didn't play very well, and we were playing from. I wouldn't say we were playing from behind, but we gave them a chance to, have a game. But I'm happy overall with how we played after that, because I think after those 2 fights, there was smooth sailing in both games, so we'll take that.
What's your best champion and why is it Alistair?
Yes.
Because I just feel like every time you're on Alistair, you just completely steamroll the game. You're so comfortable on the pick. We're awarding you Player of the Series.
That's the announcement.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, but you played a really solid series. Particularly for me, the Alistair game just kind of always stands out. But like, what is it about the pick that makes you so comfortable?
I mean, it's not very hard mechanically is one thing. So especially when you play support, it allows you to kind of see the game, as a whole, and you don't have to focus on the champion. So it's easier to think about win conditions, their win conditions, blocking their plays. So for me, I feel like it's easier to play the game in a way. And against their comp, I think my pick is very good because they obviously want to like go really hard with Kled, Wukong, Ahri, and I'm just standing there blocking Charm, hopefully blocking the Kled ult, doubling someone away, queuing everyone. So it's easy to play, I guess, and I'm an old support player, so usually we need to go for those kind of champs. So
all right, if the thing looks bad, I dodge.
Team fights in general.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't see it at all, and I know it was changed somewhat with his remount is like faster and stuff. We kind of saw it in the top dive. I feel like if it was old Kled, I'm pretty sure he was dead there.
Yeah.
That one time when me and Tantos tried to kill him. But I was like, in champ select, as they picked it, I was saying, we don't really know this champ, but I think it doesn't change anything for our game plan. We're not like going to go hard on him and like flip the game on whether or not we kill him on the duration that he remounts.
Yeah.
So we're just going to play the same game, play slow, block their angles, and make the game not about his champ, but more about the zone that we fight in. So.
I had another question going back a little bit. You guys were so close to winning the title. Then you had to watch 5 go to MSI and do fairly well. Then you had a one-day trip to EWC, and then came back.
We didn't.
That didn't happen?
No.
Okay.
What's EWC?
Yeah, I don't know. Weird. I was just wondering, like, how do you stop that from becoming a negative of like frustration of being so close, and instead use it for motivation?
Aurelia.
Yeah, I mean, it felt very bad on the day. When we lost, it was a super tough schedule. I mean, everyone's talked about it already, but like, you fly in, and then the next day you have.
Alistair.
I mean, you flew in at like 1 a.m. right? And then you get to the hotel. We have media the next day, and
Don't want to play Zir.
So it's super tough. Obviously.
Hey, Malzahar.
So it's not to say that we deserve to win or whatever. They obviously did better in the circumstances, so they deserve to win. But we didn't deal very well.
I don't want to play it.